Well, I learned I had Parkinson's, or at least I thought I had Parkinson's, when I was trying to eat ice cream late one night and my hand was shaking. I couldn't get the ice cream to my mouth.
He had some really very small things that were going on that I didn't think were anything, but he knew they were different. One of his complaints was that his arms weren't swinging when he was walking.
And I spend a lot of time typing, and I'm like, oh wow, this is kind of weird. I'm like missing the wrong keys and the right keys and stuff.
And my finger started shaking, my pointer finger. And my daughter, who was a nurse, saw it. She said, you better get that checked out.
Having lived through the disease with my dad and having understood how it impacted us, my friends would ask, so why does your dad shake? And it's, kind of tough to go through that.
I woke up one morning and I really thought that I had a minor stroke. I had a hard time putting my arm in a jacket, putting a coat on or a jacket.
The smallness of her writing and her speech. I mean, her speech had changed and just so many little things, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with her.
It's a cold slap to the face, and it's stunning at first. Then it at least led to a period of time of self-pity, of why me?
It's not something you expect, even though maybe deep down inside you think, sure, there might be something going on, but you don't really know.
The emotions that the whole family was having was scary at first, because we had no idea what we were into.
Everyone, I'd say, is afraid of how it could progress. Like maybe their dad had it or somebody they knew had it, and where they ended up and where you might end up.
I think it was hard for us because you want to be supportive, and you don't want her to see the fear. But the fear never leaves.
So the WPA mission is to provide hope, community, support, and resources for individuals with Parkinson's and their loved ones. And we do that through a variety of ways: our educational offerings, our support group offerings, and exercise classes, and then additionally our resource intake and referral line.
His whole world grew once he got involved with Wisconsin Parkinson Association.
The sense of community is a very important thing that WPA promotes. It is not really possible to totally understand the disease unless you have the disease.
To see Peter go into a class and just brighten up and know that he's not alone. They know if he stumbles or if he falls, they can all kind of make light of it, keep going on.
The most important thing you can do for yourself is move, keep moving. You don't have to be doing a marathon or anything like that, but just keep moving. Go for walks outside or around the house or up and down the stairs, or just short little walks. Just keep yourself moving.
Biking is something I've liked to do, and it helps me with Parkinson's disease. Obviously, balance is key for somebody who has Parkinson's disease. It's also just nice to be outside.
I recently gotten some urban walking poles. That made a big difference in my life as far as movement goes. One of the first times I used them, around a couple blocks from the house, and I'd come back, and on my way back I went past my daughter's office that she works at, and I'd always wave at her every time. And she was in the office, and I waved at her, and she was busy, she didn't see me, and she looked out the window and she says, "No, that's not Dad, he's walking too straight." And then I stopped, and then she looked over later, and she said, "But it is Dad. He's walking so much different."
You have to hold on to something. Holding on to hope and knowing that this is not the end. This is the beginning of a new journey.
Hope is one of the critical responses to the diagnosis of Parkinson's disease.
You have to keep moving and you have to keep going. So I think the biggest thing is moving, and hope and staying positive.
And I think that's what WPA does so well. They give people hope. They see the programs, they see the symposiums, they see the different events. They know they're not forgotten. If you go to a WPA symposium, I think you don't see abnormal, you see normal. Because that's the people who are attending, that's their normal, is Parkinson's. And I think that does a lot for people's psyche that, okay, I'm not the one trying to hide my shaky hand. I can just be me, be who I am.
Even when Peter passed, people from his class came to his funeral. And it was a great effort for some of them to be there. That's a strong community. You're blessed to have that. And that's what is encouraged through WPA.
My goal, and this may be aspirational, is that everybody, when they're diagnosed, gets connected with WPA or a resource through one of our partnerships to help support them live their best lives. And we definitely need to expand our footprint. So there's approximately 20,000 people that are diagnosed with Parkinson's in Wisconsin. And we're reaching a percentage of those, but I would like to reach 100% of those. And, again, that may be aspirational, but I think we can do it through partnerships and through creative thinking. I believe that we can't be everything to everybody, but we can reach people through creative partnerships and collaboration.
We're working on a very strong strategy to grow the organization and bring it to the next level to really help people with Parkinson's. I think the strengths are it's local, it's here, it's not national, and it's very personal. There's a community of people that have the disease and that are dealing with it and are living a better life. We want to impact as many people as possible and help as many people as we can.
People need to dig deep in their pockets and find, at least a little bit or a lot to say, hey, we want to keep this program alive and we want to help people as much as we can who have Parkinson's.
Supporting Wisconsin Parkinson's Association is important because after learning what they can do for me, they got just as much, if not more, for the next person that may even need more than I do.
You may not know a Parkinson's person at this point in your life, but you most certainly will probably have someone either close to you or a family member or friend that may develop Parkinson's. And then you will want these resources for them.
As people are thinking about a donation to WPA, I think one reason why you should go through and make that is because the breadth of people that we would reach could increase considerably. That'll make a difference in the lives of those people, and the more resources and support we have, the more people we can reach. The more people we can reach, the more hope we can bring, and that will make a difference in the lives of individuals.
I want to build an organization that will help people live with Parkinson's when they're diagnosed, after they're diagnosed, and live well with their family and be comfortable.
Donations are the lifeblood of WPA. We need your support. Please give and give often, and your donations will be put to good use. I can guarantee that.